What time? Yeah, he was had a Parks and Rec before this, so.
We will call to order the Clinton City Council meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
folder down. Thank you very much. Can we begin with roll call, please?
Councilmember Shevers. Witt. Here. Seeley.
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Obrin.
Here.
Mussman.
Here.
Kearns.
Here.
Councilmember Mussman.
Thank you, Your Honor. I move that we approve the minutes of the regular city council and committee of the whole meeting of January 25th, 2022, and they be approved as published on February 8th, 2022. The special committee of the whole meeting of January 20, 2022, budget workshop number 2, and they be approved as published on January 27th, 2022. And the special committee of the whole meeting of January 27th, 2022, budget workshop number 3, and they be approved as published on February 3rd, 2022.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shevers. Yes. Witt. Yes. Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
We will convene a public hearing concerning accepting bids and awarding contracts for demolition of structures, Project K-2022, Phase 1. Have we heard anything in the clerk's office?
No, we have not, Your Honor.
Is there any citizens that are in the room or online that would like to address this public hearing? If you're online, *6 will unmute yourself. Is there any council members that would like to address this public hearing? All right, hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Councilmember Davis.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution accepting bid and awarding contract number 1 for Project K-2022, Phase 1, demolition of structures. I move that they be received as read.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shevers. Yes. Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Witt.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a resolution accepting bid and awarding contract number 2 for the Project K-2022, Phase 1, demolition of structures. I move that it be accepted as read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this?
I was looking.
All right, can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shevers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Shemmers.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution accepting bid and awarding contract number 3 for Project K-2022, Phase 1, demolition of structures. I move the resolution be accepted as read.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shevers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Kearns.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution accepting bid and awarding contract number 4 for Project K-2022, Phase 1, demolition of structures. I move it be adopted as read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? What's the total number between those 4? The total number between the 4 resolutions of the structures? Do you know?
51,816.75.
You just said No. The total number of structures coming down.
10.
10. Okay.
I thought you meant the dollar amount.
No. 10.
I hid this. I was ready for Councilman Seeley.
So 10 total structures that can't be rehabbed that
Check.
we're bringing down.
Check.
Okay.
And the bids were pretty competitive,
Very
I
good.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to see more contractors coming to the table.
Yes.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bidders. Yeah. That's impressive.
And that's what I had hidden for you guys. So the demo fund at 222 minus the 51 gets 170 plus the 500. As for the go bond, we'll be at 670, 774 as we start discussing the way ahead on other demos.
And we got some large ticket items.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any other discussion on this? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shevers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman,
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
We'll convene a public hearing concerning the vacation of 21st and 22nd Avenue North rights of way east of Grant Street. Have we heard anything in the clerk's office?
No, we have not, Your Honor.
Is there any citizens that are in the room or online that would like to address this public hearing? Any council members that would like to address the public hearing?
I guess just for anybody that's listening, this means that the silent zones up north are going to be moving forward.
Silence.
Quiet zones.
The quiet zones, I'm sorry.
Silent
I like
zones.
that. Silence.
There you go. All right, anything else for the public hearing? All right, hearing none, we'll close the public hearing. Councilmember Kearns,
Thank you, Your Honor. I move the council consider an order for the first time.
please read the title.
Thank you. An ordinance providing for the vacation of public rights-of-way at 21st Avenue North and 22nd Avenue North.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I move the council waive the prior to reading requirements of Iowa Code Section 380.3 and place the ordinance on its final passage for adoption.
We have a motion and a second to waive the two prior reading requirements of Iowa Code Section 380.3 and place this on its final passage. In order for that, it requires a 3/4 vote of all council members. Can we please have a roll call vote on that motion?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt,
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin,
Yes.
Mussman,
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Okay, motion to waive the two prior readings passes. We have an original motion and a second for the ordinance. Is there any discussion on the ordinance? All right, can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt,
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin,
Yes.
Mussman,
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Davis.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution setting public hearing on a proposed conveyance of previously located property located at 21st Avenue North and 22nd Avenue North. I motion.
Second.
Okay.
Dang.
He's on it.
All right, I mean, technically, we had a motion and a quick second. That's good. All right. Is there any discussion on this?
Now, can only the abutting property owner bid on this, or could anybody?
In this case, no, because this is part of the quiet zone piece, so we're not actually gonna have it available for them.
It's just going to remain ours and
Yep.
no longer right away.
Gotcha.
Okay, I was confused because I was thinking.
Roll it into the next property.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. Okay.
We're gonna keep like utility easements and all that still, but we're gonna
So
otherwise.
it's just no longer right away.
Check.
What will the access point be for that property there at 21st?
So if you hold that, when we get later on, I'll go to the quiet zone piece, which will show you how that will work
Okay.
out. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Any other discussion? All right, can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt,
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin,
Yes.
Mussman,
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
We will convene a public hearing on adopting the fiscal year 2022-2023 384.15A maximum tax levy. Have we heard anything in the clerk's office?
No, we have not, Your Honor.
Is there any citizens that are here or online that would like to address this public hearing? Any council members that would like to address the public hearing? Go ahead,
A
sir.
non-council member, but
Yeah.
thank you, Your Honor. So I had a couple of council members ask this question, and when they read it in the paper, and also saw this, and you'll see, Ms. Anita and I talked about this, but you'll see the 1377, because that does not include the debt service levy. And when Ms. Anita reached out to find out why, it's basically the best answer they gave us is because the way the legislation was written, there's not a box to put in the debt service levy for that piece. And we think it's because it's a little more flexible, not flexible, but that debt service levy has to go before you guys prior to this. And that's why, but it can be kind of misleading, because if you're following just in the newspaper, not listening to the meetings, you're going to think it's the all-time low for the city tax levy. So We followed up, and I think it kind of confused him, Anita's note did.
And Matt, can you just tell everybody the total levy with
betcha.
that debt service?
Yep, so if you take the 1377,896 and then you take $1.50 and some other decimal points there, it comes out to 1528.
1528, which is a decrease of
32 cents and the lowest in the last 15 years.
the lowest in the last 15 years.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a world record, I hear. In
At least this century, right?
yes.
All right, anything else for the public hearing? All right, hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Councilmember Seeley.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution adopting the fiscal year 2022-2023 384.15A maximum tax levy. I move this be adopted as read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers. Yes. Witt.
Yes.
Feely.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin. Yes. Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
All right, moving to the audience comment section. I do have one yellow card, so we'll begin there.
He usually got red cards. when he
Mr.
plays
Rex
soccer.
Brandt, come on up, sir. It'll be a update on our gut rehab, 221 2nd Avenue South.
Rex
There's a second
Brandt,
every
333 South 18th Street, owner of Busy Bee. And the update is we're done. It's on the market. So like usual, I have come to bring you the pictures to show you the before and the after. We didn't really discover anything unusual this time, no bottles, no historical society stuff, but the picture on the out the front where it's got all the vines still on the house, we did find a window behind there. That's
crazy.
what would be the west side. This is the pictures of when we walked into it. A lot of graffiti, a lot of falling plaster and other items we won't discuss. Those two pictures, what he just showed and this one here, are now one room. That was the kitchen, and the little wall right there in the middle, that was sending water and sewer up to the second floor bathroom, and it really cut the room and up. So when we got into it, we found out it wasn't connected at the top anyway, so we just took it out and figured out another way of running our mechanicals and stuff. That's the new kitchen now. That's the old back door, which you couldn't use anyway because the tree had grown up so far that it had actually moved the steps.
Oh my gosh.
This is the main bedroom. Now it's the largest bedroom. It had ceiling tiles and of course a lot of graffiti. And that's also the main bedroom.
Is that the day you had that gold paint on your fingers?
Yes. But I preferred the purple. This was our bathroom. I should have taken that picture a little higher, but this was the original bathroom. Of course, we throw everything away. For those of y'all that don't know, their gut rehabs, we keep the studs, and that's it. And this is the small bedroom, and that really is about the size of it. I think it was 9 by 9. And I don't know where that's in the small bedroom.
I love this.
This is after we'd gotten through the demo. Everything's, as you can see, is gone. Windows, roof, we kept the sheeting and the 2x4s. Except in this case, on the front of the house, it was so cut up and the planks are in such bad shape, I just pulled them all off and put on new OSB. It was quicker and easier than trying to repair what was there. And of course, the roof got all new sheeting also. And there's the back of the house, again, in the same condition. All the windows are out. I think at this point, you can see we're putting on new fascia boards, so we're about ready to start the new roof. And here's the inside of the house. Now, on this picture here, what we ended up with was the second floor was kind of spongy, and we didn't want our mechanicals in the middle of this big room anymore. So we were either going to have to put a small soffit in the middle of the room, going this way or going that way. So what I did was I went and got 2x10s and 16-foot long, and we sistered onto all the floor joists from the front of the house to the back of the house, which gave us a place to put all of our sewer and water lines. We did this without a change order. And then you can see there to the left where the old kitchen was. As we got the flooring up, we found out that, yeah, we needed more work. So again, we sistered onto the floorboards that were there with new ones and put in new OSB subfloor for that, again with no change order. Here's the original stairs after the demo. And this is the upstairs. To the left there is where the bathroom is at. And yeah, the wall is out because, yeah, it fell over as we were doing the demo. It's amazing on these old houses how many times I find an interior wall that's not attached.
That's crazy.
And then we're actually, at this point, okay, that's the main room right there. We're standing at the back wall of the bathroom. And we took out the chimney. That's the big hole right there. And what we did with that is that's where we ran our HVAC up to the second floor. And so we expanded that wall to be a 10-inch wall to facilitate that. And the stairs with a new door. And there's our HVAC going up, and you can see the new walls. We made the downstairs wall a 10-inch wall also. And here, that's where the kitchen cabinet is going to be. There's the new bathroom coming together. And here we're starting with the outside where we've got the roof on. We're starting with the siding. We've got all the windows in. And again, you know, we do very scientific and very market studies on our colors and our schemes. We go and figure out how many squares we go, and we go to our suppliers and go, what do you have in stock today that I can take? And that's what we end up with. Because we did the flooring that way. We ended up with two choices. One was a very light blonde, and the other one was this one that you'll see. And we ended up buying every piece of quarter round in the state of Iowa to match it, and I was still too short. I drove to Bettendorf. I drove to Cedar Rapids. We've had quite the fun with getting materials on this project. And here we're textured, we're priming, we're ready to paint. Okay, I took a lot of pictures. This is the new X. Okay, here we've got the interior finish. These are the last day pictures. You can see the new deck. It's a complete new deck. When we were taking the roof off, we discovered it was held on with 6 nails. That means there's 2 on this side, 2 in the middle, and 2 on this side.
That'll work, right?
Yeah, it came off easier than we expected. And of course, so it's got all new footings, a whole new deck, a whole new roof, new gutters, fascia, soffit, everything. This is our new bathroom.
Tried it out.
It was before cleaning.
Is that a vinyl floor or a laminate?
It's a laminate plank.
Okay. It's sharp.
It is. I really, really like it. And again, through our market survey, and Home Depot had 27 boxes of this that day, and that was the only one they had 27 boxes of.
Looks good.
So it came out really nice.
Yep.
And then this would be the small bedroom, complete with the carpeting, and the large bedroom. We got really lucky on the carpet. We've been waiting 3, 4, 5 months for carpet, and they called me up on a Tuesday and said, we had a cancellation, can we be there Thursday? I said, dude, if you can get here in 15 minutes, I'll be cleaned up and ready for you. So I really wasn't even now expecting the carpet to be in. This is the main dining room, or no, I'm sorry, the living room. And this is the living room from the kitchen. Here's all our new cabinets that we were able to put in when we moved the kitchen over.
Nice.
And expanded it, because I think there was 6 originally with the stove in the middle of that. And that's looking down from the upstairs. I put this one in because we were really happy with how the stairs came out for the basement. It took us a half a day to figure out how to get these to work right. And basically, we ended up, the math never did work out right, so we just put a board down there and cut a foot off. That didn't work, cut a foot off until we got it to where it would work out right. And that's something that with these old houses, we just end up doing. In fact, the spec tells me to make them brand new, as close to code as possible. And we came out really close. And let's see.
Cool.
I think that's all of them. So this is,
And it's listed already.
it's listed. This is house number 5
This
that
one
we've
may
done
be-
under this program.
This one may have the most curb appeal. I mean, it may have made the most improvement to the neighborhood as far as curb appeal
Oh,
so
yeah.
far.
It's the one that most people notice.
Yeah.
I've been a little shocked at how many people know my truck and have talked to me and goes, well, how's 2nd Avenue going? And I'm like, how do you know I worked on that? And they're like, well, your truck's sitting there.
Looks good.
Well, now you have to go buy a new truck so nobody knows who you are.
Oh, I moved to a different part of town. So.
Oh, there you go.
We actually, now that I've gotten all your gut rehabs done, I have finished one of my own personal ones, and we're working on one over on 8th Avenue that we're doing for a private customer, and I've got another one that I've owned for 8 years that I need to get busy on, but these have kept me pretty busy. So,
Cool.
but
Hey, don't forget your thumb drive, it's right there.
we're
Or I'll
gonna
steal it again.
and also, I keep the keys to these until they sell. So if at any time you guys want to take a tour of it, just give me a call. Matt's got my number, and he's got my phone number. But I'd be more than happy. I love showing off my work, and I'd be more than happy to take anybody through it.
Awesome.
How
Thank you
how
very
many
much.
of the 5 have sold?
2 have sold, 3 are on the market.
Nice job.
Nice job, thank you.
Thanks, Rex.
Cool.
Thanks, Rex.
Thank you very much. All right. I'll give an opportunity if there's any citizens that are here that wanted to address the council. Anybody online? All right, we will move on. Councilmember Seeley.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented on the attachment.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on consent agenda? Sir. 6H. 6J. Any other discussion? Councilmember Oberon, do you have any consent agenda items that you'd like to pull?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
6Q.
Q. Anything else?
6AB. 6AH. That's it.
ABAH. Okay. Last chance. Any other council members that'd like to pull anything from the consent? All right. Can we have a roll call vote on the balance of the consent agenda, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Shemmers.
Thank you, Your Honor. I move we accept the claims, receive, approve, and place on file.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the claims listings? All right. Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Mussman.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution approving the 10th Amendment to the consent order, judgment, and decree between the state of Iowa and Iowa Department of Natural Resources and the city of Clinton, Iowa. I move that it be adopted as read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this?
Matt, this is just for the disinfection and ADM stuff, right?
Check.
Cut.
All right. Any other discussion?
Does the DNR always accept our modifications?
Well, Bob does such a good job writing them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
You probably talk with them in advance before.
You gotta.
Okay.
He's mad.
Bob Milroy, RWRF Director. Yes, we talked to them in advance.
Okay.
And they've been very cooperative with us as long as we don't change the end date.
Yep.
And then basically just, we got an attorney, and Cooney writes it up, and they send it to the DNR, or they send it to the AG, and then they send it to the DNR, DNR signs off on it.
When is our end date? 2023?
No, like 2034, 2037.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Okay.
ways out.
Yeah. But one of the things that Bob did when they worked the design of, expanding the RWRF as it is today, is put the disaffected right in between so it actually can service both.
Okay.
So the delay moves it back in conjunction with the timeline once we get to
Which
that
makes
part.
sense.
with
Yep.
that. Yep.
Yep.
That way it's all gonna be part of one contract.
Yep. Are we generally on track with no problems to
Yes.
meet the
Yes.
end date?
Yeah, we're
With the
gonna,
long-term control plan?
Yeah.
Yes. We're at the point right now, other than disinfection, the only thing we have left to do is we've submitted a schedule to the DNR
Yep.
of certain areas of town that we're gonna do every year.
The separations?
The separations, and Jason, it's pretty much what is driving Jason's schedule.
So
for these
that basically we're disinfection and then finish separation.
Finish
project.
Basin
separations,
6
yes.
is a huge piece.
Yeah,
of that.
Basin 6
Yep.
is huge, and
Yeah.
Isn't
he's
that
got so
downtown?
many blocks every year
South.
set aside.
Everything coming off
Okay.
Which is hard.
by Liberty Square and all
Yep.
that all comes down.
You know,
Yep.
it's roughly it's like 13th Avenue North to 8th Avenue South,
Yep.
from the bluff to the river.
Which carries a lot of flow
It's
and
the
a
oldest part of
lot
town.
Yep.
Right.
decline.
Yep. Good deal. Cool.
Nope,
Thanks,
we're doing
Bob.
well with it. Thank you.
You wanted to come up.
Any other discussion on this? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oben.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Witt.
I have a resolution establishing a public hearing for proposed sale of vacated portions of 28th Avenue North and 29th Avenue North, east of McKinley Street. I move that it be accepted as read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Now, we've got an offer, but it's still not available for bid, or this is, how's this working exactly?
Yeah, so basically, we leveraged Steve Leidinger from Lynch Dallas
Yep.
on this piece. And based on what is set up here for the history, because Herman's been looking at this for 30-plus years.
Yep.
Is this offer is just made solely from Herman to us as the only offer that we will look at.
Okay.
Okay.
Did the offer price, was it based on anything?
Yes, so we basically went through, because there was a difference in the appraisals were not included in this, we used the assessed value of the land next to it
Okay.
to then come up with that number.
And you basically applied it on the square foot area?
Exactly. So I think his existing properties, the two parcels are like 68,800. That came out to like, X amount of cents per square foot, and then that's what they use for this. Because of the long-standing history dating back 30 years of what the council had worked with them and then ever came to fruition, we thought on the legal side, this would be the best way to approach this and
Okay.
then have this sale. Because he's frankly going to merge this all together, and this is going to be, this area for everybody is up north of Turtle Creek, and it's all going to be combined then into Riverfront, basically from 30th Avenue North all the way down to 28th Avenue North. It will be one parcel.
Yeah.
That then can be, put towards a developer, somebody else to develop.
So is he thinking about actually doing a development there, or
I think he's
selling
more
the
leaning
product?
towards selling it to
A developer,
Yeah.
so this gets it in that position. Okay.
and he did a lot of work over the years. I couldn't tell you this cubic amount of dirt that was actually moved in there to bring it above flood stage, so it's all above. And actually, if you look at Google pictures back when we had the flooding of 19, which you can see there, all the railroad and everything is
Is
all water,
under.
and that's all above.
Above, yep.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you can see it clear as day from the bike path, yeah.
Be nice to see a little development there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm excited to see this move forward.
Yeah. Any other discussion on this? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers. Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oben.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Kearns.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution establish a public hearing for the 2021 Community Development Block Grant, City of Clinton's Community Development and Housing Needs Assessment. I move it be adopted as presented.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
think we might have had our friends from ECA. If they're not on, I can cover it.
Liz would,
Is Miss Liz there?
I'm here.
The floor is yours, ma'am.
Look, what we need to do is update the community needs assessment, and I will present that at the February 22nd meeting, the list, the actual list, and have that approved for all of the new CDBG, COVID grant monies that are available that we are writing grants for. And the list here is established from prior community development and housing needs assessment. And we have added some specific language to include the micro enterprise monies that are available, the facility money that is available for like the YWCA, just to make it more encompassing. And because the old one was over a year old, we had to have a new one.
Nope, that's excellent, and that's mandatory requirement from the state of Iowa that we keep up to date on this, and we appreciate you guys keeping us straight.
Yep.
Cool. Any discussion on this? All right. Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Yes.
Councilmember Davis.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution here for establishing a public hearing for the 2021 Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus CDBG-CV Clinton YWCA Community Facility Improvements. I move that it be adopted as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this?
No, and as Liz was highlighting there, this is for the YWCA, and it's for daycare. And so it says, I know it says Community Facilities Improvement Application, but this is, I think, up to $100,000 to be able to assist them with their daycare needs.
Cool.
No, I'll actually correct you on that.
Oh, please do.
In the couple months, a month ago, when we gone through this process, we were writing a grant application for the daycare, and it was actually more what we were requesting the work to be done and the money to go towards was actually more towards community facility improvements. So the application now will be for the entire facility, and it's going to be more like a $522,000 grant application.
Oh, wow.
We'll be doing some a large overhaul, remodel, updating, and improve to the building and facility themselves,
Cool.
including the top area.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, that beats $100,000.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Not further.
In its time. Perfect.
Awesome. Any other discussion on this item? All right. Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Shemmers.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution to express City of Clinton support for the 7th Judicial District High Risk Unit funding. I move the resolution be adopted as read.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this?
We have,
I'd like to just start by, and Matt can kind of chime in on this, but this was brought to us by our friends down in Davenport. And this is a partnership working with them and everybody in our judicial district. So it was really nice to meet with them, get their knowledge, and then kind of team up on this. And I can let Matt and Bill, if you know some about it too, you guys can chime in.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Councilmember Shimmers and the mayor said this is awesome. No, so it's District 7, and, Mayor Mattson came up from Davenport, and then Sarah Ott, who's basically their public affairs deputy. And they put this together based on across Iowa, these high-risk units, which are officers that are trained at the Law Enforcement Academy in Des Moines. They come, a lot of them are retired officers doing a second career. But what they help with, they actually help in that district, which they'd be spending time in Clinton County and the other counties that form District 7, and they'd be checking up on the parolees. They'd be making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to, and basically just be another avenue to ensure that they're getting on the right track moving forward. And it's something that's been needed for many, many years. The great thing is the funding actually comes from the state. It doesn't come from the county or the cities that would be involved. And interesting enough, one of our very own, granted they live in LeClaire, but she has passed away, but who used to be the United Way director, her husband is actually, Wayland does this down in the Davenport, and that's who they'd actually report to, the Iowa Department of Corrections. And so we're going to work with the county and with Kevin's team and see if we need to make some space for them when they come up, make them feel comfortable, cross-share intel, if you will, on who's who in the area and what's going on, so they can have a better understanding of Clinton County as a whole.
Cool.
I like it.
All right. Any other discussion on this? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Mussman.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a resolution setting a public hearing regarding proposed capital improvement program for FY 2023 to 2027 for the city of Clinton, Iowa. I move that it be adopted as read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this?
I have a question. I can't find, it says it's for 2023 through 2027, but I can't find anything past just this year.
Yep. So basically, it's a mystery. No. So the last 5 years, what we've done is we've looked at the 5 and 10 year plans. What we bring to you all is just the next year that's coming up. So we have actually online, as we mentioned the other day, on the teams, we have all the calculations for all the way out to 2032. It's all in draft. Then we narrow it down. It's, this is easier chunks to be able to take and understand what we're looking at for next year. So we have that all forecasted out. I think I was going to recommend maybe the February 24th Finance Committee. We could show you it on Teams and how you can get in there and look at it so you guys can start digging around in there. But I call it the 23 to 27 because we start at 10 years. We really focus down to 5. We keep those on the chart. I have another Excel spreadsheet with that, but then I get you guys just the 1 year for next year for the bonding purposes.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah, that would actually be good to discuss at the finance thing, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys were talking about topics, so.
Yeah,
I'm going to call it empty and then just show up and fill you guys up.
No, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Okay. Any other discussion on this? Setting public hearing. All right.
Well,
Go ahead.
this is setting the public.
Setting public hearing for this list.
Okay.
22nd.
Well, you all know my position, so, okay.
All right. Anything else? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
No.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
All right, moving to unfinished business. Councilmember Shemmers, 6H is the first one you brought up.
Yeah, I'm going to combine 6H and 6J.
Okay.
I know everybody stayed up late last night reading all the paperwork here and studying it. This information will be coming up in the committee of the whole later on, so memorize it because we're going to be talking about it.
Yep.
And I'd like to acknowledge at least one committee chair and several people involved in those two committees are here tonight, so it will be brought up again. Just wanted to point that out. So I move that 6H and 6J be moved forward.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on either 6H or 6J?
I do have one question, and you were there. The Neighborhood Improvement Committee discussed it and said that they wanted to send it to the zoning board. Is that happening still?
Yeah, if you read further, that was the next line on the memo. That's 6J.
No.
Planning Commission is 6J.
Well, it's the Planning Commission.
So it's not going to the zoning board, just the planning commission?
Correct.
So that's just a typo?
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
It
Any,
is, yeah, it's kind of the same.
We have a zoning board and planning commission.
I'm just repeating what our attorney said.
So, Plan Commission has kind of a unique function in Clinton. Kind of
I'm just asking because
Yeah,
the
we-
minutes say it's supposed to go to zoning.
Yeah, I
board.
see I understand exactly what both of you are saying, but it's,
So it's not going to the zoning board?
it's being handled correctly,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Thank you, Counselor.
any other discussion? All right, can we please have roll call?
Councilmember Shivers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Seeley, 6Q.
I'll make a motion this be approved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on 6Q?
That was really well written.
It was good. No, your letter's good. My name's spelled right, so I was good. All right, any discussion on there? All right, can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shivers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
No.
Davis.
Yes.
Obrin.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
6AB.
I don't know if we should combine these.
6AB.
And then 6AH. We have court dates coming up. Pat, 100% yes or no?
Well, my reflexes as an attorney tell you that nothing is ever 100%. What I can tell you is that the owners have appealed the Takings Commission award. The Takings Commission awarded significantly more than what the evidence at the Takings Commission hearing required. So the major issue that to be decided by the court is the amount of compensation to be provided, but we provided, as we're statutorily required, the amount
$30,000.
to the sheriff. So we've satisfied our statutory duty on that issue. The only remaining issue is whether we had the lawful authority, and we've established that so many different ways in the commission hearing that we had a public purpose for the taking, that a court would have to disagree with that,
Yep.
and I've never seen a case more plain and more clear than this one.
So one court hearing will be the actual taking of the land, and the other court hearing will be the,
Well, there's...
what we call the
So there's a
compensation.
superfluous, in my opinion, lawsuit out there that should not probably have been filed because your appeal path on a taking or condemnation is to the district courts. There should just be one.
Okay.
And Tristan Kretsch is working with me on this, who's in the meeting out here.
Okay.
We're handling that separately. They both concern the same issues, however. So
Okay.
if one is resolved, the other's likely to be easily resolved as well. So that what I'm telling the council is that you've put your money with the sheriff, you follow the law. The question is whether you had the lawful authority. I mean, when the city engineer testifies that we want to build a road and the public purpose for building that road, I'm not aware of any case law that suggests that we don't have that authority. So the really only remaining question is whether that 30,000 stands or something different has to be established. But either way, if we agreed that more needed to be paid and we didn't want to appeal that further, we'd just put more money into the matter and deal with it that way, or appeal it. But either way, the property's ours, in my opinion. So you asked the question, is it 100%? No lawyer's ever going to tell you that, but I think our arguments are extremely good.
So
if we
were to start this project, you're confident that the taxpayer dollars are being well spent, and there's literally no chance that there could be recourse in the future.
Well, you can't stop anybody from suing us.
Well, I'm just wondering if this
And what you're asking me is, could they stop the project? Well, they could try, and I think the district
Well,
court
this
would
is
say no.
ordering construction of the project, so I'm just wondering if we got the cart ahead of if the court date should be before we are ordering construction.
Well, then you'd have to wait, because one hearing's in May and the other one's in the summer.
Okay.
Trying to think what the date of the second one is. You'd have to wait.
August.
And
okay.
the only reason to do that would be out of what I think would be an excessive fear on the part of the council that the court might do something to halt the project or say, wait a minute.
Well, but we've dealt with situations where we're surprised on the outcome, right?
And that's correct.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there's no, I mean, when lawyers make arguments, we respond to them.
Be
And
ashamed to tear up a nice new road, though.
they're still making a road, they're still making an argument.
Yeah.
And so that's the case, that's the status. I can't
How
comment further
soon
on.
would this project likely be? This
Might be
is
around the time of, it could be
August,
July
right?
of August. because
July
we
or
get-
August?
It depends on the, you
It could
know,
be that we won't
the
be
season.
breaking ground till after we have a decision anyway.
And if we had to hold up, but we feel strong enough to get the bid out, get them back in, see where we sit, make sure that it's under our budget that we're looking at.
Okay.
And at that point in time, I mean, this is, my opinion only, but this is great for Clinton. This will get a connection to 19th Avenue North. It makes it a public road, which will be kept up. It'll be maintained. It allows them to have a nice private drive access off this. It may actually help with some congestion that we see go through Prince of Peace Church. And our ultimate goal is to then eventually get a developer to connect 10th Northwest to really alleviate pains of people driving through the church as well, because that'll give them another area to be able to come out of that by Fairway, et cetera. So we're
finish that
pretty excited.
development.
Yeah, because there's already 27 plats there that are ready to be built. The road goes in, it connects it out, and then it gives it good access to 19th where it's supposed to be. Before I arrived, the gentleman across the way, the finance guru, he actually had to buy some property that was a little further east to be able to have a proper entrance to go in to. So, we're going to be lined up with those two. The north and south area will actually be lined up where the entrance will come into Lametta Win off of 19th. So.
Okay. Cool. I want to vote on these individually.
Okay. So,
I'll make a motion to move AB forward.
Okay.
A second.
We have a motion and a second for 6AB. Any other discussion? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
yes,
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
And I'll make a motion to move 6A-H forward.
Okay.
Second.
Motion and a second on 6AH. Any other discussion on this?
Yeah, just real quick.
Yes, sir.
We can, if we put out the bid and stuff, we can halt that at any time, correct?
We can, I don't think we'll need to, but yes, we have that flexibility, but I think we'll see May and August come and go, and we'll be able to get the determination, and worst case is maybe the construction starts in August after that fact.
Okay.
But we'll keep Pat, he'll keep us on the straight and narrow path.
When's the first birthday?
May. All right. Any other discussion? Can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Shemmers.
Yes.
Witt.
Yes.
Seeley.
No.
Davis.
Yes.
Oberon.
yes,
Mussman.
Yes.
Kearns.
Yes.
Councilmember Seeley.
Oh, I've got another one?
Yeah, man.
No, I don't.
The last item on the agenda.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one.
But you had to go
I
out.
move we adjourn to 5 p.m. February 22nd, 2022.
Second.
We are adjourned. Give us a moment to set up the committee of the whole, and then we will get her going.
So just to make sure I understand here. 6H.